Your home has a huge impact on your mental health, and I don't think you realize how much. So I have this memory of being in my apartment in LA a few years back, maybe like 5 years ago, and I was super low that day. Like, I couldn't tell you what it was. I just felt low. I felt lethargic, unmotivated, and I was kind of sad, to be honest. And I was just sitting in my living room, and then it hit me as I looked around. Nothing in my apartment was inspiring or promoting happiness and joy. It was super cluttered. All the shades were closed. It was dark, and I had no plants. I hadn't really put love into my space. And so I got up, I opened up the blinds, I opened up the balcony door, let some fresh air in. I straightened up the kitchen, and immediately I was in a better mood. I felt excited for the day. I really felt like I could take on anything. And that is how quickly making small changes in your home can impact you. So today I want to tell you 10 things that you can do to improve your mood in your home. So number one is letting in natural light. You have no idea how much the sun can improve your mood. It's actually based in science. Homes with ample light tend to promote better moods and productivity. In the past, I have shared my struggles with depression in the past, but I'm so thankful a variety of factors that I've implemented. I no longer struggle with that. And I was actually very intentional about my apartment choice and the wall-to-ceiling windows for that reason. Research shows that exposure to natural light can help regulate circadian rhythms and improve mood. There was an experiment on sunlight where they took 2 office spaces, one with windows and one without, and the workers who worked in the office with lots of windows had significantly more serotonin levels. So in your home, you want to make sure that you are letting in the sunlight. Whether you live in a warm climate or not, showing outside and feeling that connection to earth and the breeze and just getting that vitamin D from the sun scientifically does improve your mood. So that was number one, but I want to stop really quick and tell you guys 2 things. First, I want to say that these are not cures for depression or things like that. These are just things that help to overall improve your mood. These are scientific based things that help improve your mood, but it is not a cure for someone going through a really hard time or who might be dealing with anxiety or depression. It simply helps those things. So I just wanted to make sure I noted that. Also, I wanted to ask you guys to like, comment, and subscribe. Subscribing is totally free and it really helps me. I noticed that about 90% of you guys who watch every week come back, but you're not subscribed, so I would love it if you were to subscribe. That way I can do bigger and bigger collaborations and makeovers and just really give you guys some really good content to watch. So make sure you do that, and let's go on with the list. Here's number 2. Number 2 is greenery and flowers. According to the National Institute of Health, there was a study of young students working from home. One set had plants in the home, the other did not. The results suggested that active interaction with indoor plants can significantly reduce stress, especially when working from home. This is accomplished through the suppression of the sympathetic nervous system. Plants clean the air and promote a comfortable, soothing space. Here's a quote from the Washington Post. Our connection to plants is so strong that sometimes it takes only a few minutes of being in their presence to start feeling better. Studies have found that less than 20 minutes is enough to make us feel at peace. In one experiment, participants who spent even 5 to 10 minutes in a room with a few houseplants left happier and more satisfied than those in a room without plants. In another study, participants felt more peaceful and positive after spending 15 minutes in a room close to tall plants about 5 feet compared to other objects. Having plants not only helps with your mental health, but it's a nice decor moment to have a fresh plant in your space. I can't keep one alive for the life of me. I think it's because I keep picking the wrong ones. I keep picking fiddle leaf figs because they're so pretty. And I was actually just thinking yesterday while I was writing this video script that I need to go and try one more time. One more time. You guys have seen my fiddle leaf figs, at least 2 die, I think. But 3rd time's a charm, so let's go. We'll see if I can make this one last. Number 3. So number 3 I really like, and that is create romance in your space. So what do I mean by that? Just putting around like simple pleasures in your home. So instead of walking around barefoot, get some fuzzy foam slippers. Literally gracing your space just feels better with a pair of like memory foam slippers. Also things like getting fresh flowers or lighting a candle. One thing that I like to do is I like to find playlists on YouTube for background music while I just go about my day doing everything, stuff like working, editing, or washing the dishes. I love having my favorite music playing in the background because it just makes every day feel like a Sunday afternoon. You can even create romance with your lighting choices. So instead of harsh overhead lighting, change out your lights for some warm bulbs and put floor lamps, wall sconces, light a candle. Just getting some nice dim, warm lighting can also make the body more relaxed and improve your overall mood. So let's talk about clutter. Whenever I'm offered something that I don't see as a practical use or I don't find, exceptionally appealing for decor in my home, I will decline the offer. I will politely decline. I get offered things a lot, just from friends, family, church members. Say, hey, do you want this? I always say no. And the reason is because clutter can create so much stress and anxiety. And as someone who is prone to anxiety, I like to keep my space as minimal as possible, only leaving space for the items that truly bring me joy or go with my design aesthetic. So here's more research to back up my claim. UCLA did a study with moms, and the mothers who described their space as cluttered had significantly higher cortisol levels. Not to mention, with clutter, your eyes are constantly bouncing from place to place, you're tripping over things. You want to just go ahead and get rid of all of your clutter. If you want to see some of my declutter and organization videos, I'll make sure to link them in the description box below. Okay, so number 5 is rearranging your space. Just keep it fun and fresh and move things around. Sometimes we get bored of the way things look, and just a nice refresh, even with your style, like, if you change up your style, do a new haircut, switching things up can keep things fun and exciting, and I would apply that to your space as well. I do this a lot in my living room. I will rearrange things on my coffee table all of the time. Even just that space alone, rearranging it can make it feel like I'm in a whole new space. So I really enjoy doing that, and it improves my mood. So I definitely wanted to put it on this list. You should try it. Number 6 is adding color and being aware of the colors that you use. So I don't know if you noticed this, but different colors evoke different emotions. Colors in your home 100% impact your mood. For me, I chose green for my bedroom because it's a very calming, earthy, grounded color, and I did everything in the same hue because I just wanted to feel encompassed. Like, I wanted to feel like a warm, cozy hug when I go into my room, and color has a huge impact on that. So I'm about to give you a little mini lesson on color theory and the different moods that it evokes. Here are a few different colors and the emotions that you get from them. Warm colors like red, orange, and yellow can evoke feelings of warmth and comfort, while cool colors like blue and green can evoke like calmness and relaxation. According to Mental Health of America, bright, warm colors like reds, oranges, and yellows stimulate energy and happiness, while cool, subdued colors like blue, green, and purples are soothing and calming. So I would recommend any of those colors for your bedroom or your office, somewhere that you want to feel grounded and relaxed. Those are actually some really good color options. I don't know if it's obvious, but yellow equates to joy and happiness. So that is a really good color if you just want to feel bright and airy and inspired every day. Green is balance, serenity, and joy. Blue is calmness, serenity, and peace. Purple is imagination and relaxation. Pink is love, innocence, and optimism. Black is seriousness and a little bit negative. White is calmness, comfort, and gray is comfort, maturity, while brown is resilience and security. Although these colors do tend to evoke those emotions, it's not necessarily a black and white thing. You can definitely add in complementary colors with your furniture and decor to kind of balance some of the wall colors that you may choose. So number 7 on the list of things that can improve your space in your home is finding things that are significant to you. Incorporate things that bring you joy and even a sense of nostalgia. Surround yourself with meaningful objects such as photographs from family, artwork that evokes emotion, and just sentimental items in general. This will 100% improve your mood. Your space is a reflection of you, so you want to make sure that the things in your home really encompass who you are at the deepest level. This will bring you ultimate joy. Number 8 is layout and design, aka feng shui. Now, I am no feng shui, master or even proficient in the slightest, but I do follow my gut and listen to my intuition when I'm designing a space. One thing you can do is just tap into your intuition and listen to your gut when you're placing items and say, does this feel right here? Does it feel right, or do I feel a bit of tension in my body when I place this here? For example, one big place to be aware of feng shui is your bedroom and your living room as well. But I would say the bedroom, because you're sleeping there, you're unconscious there, and so that's where most people want to feel the safest, is the bedroom. So for example, according to feng shui, the bed should be placed against a solid wall, away from noise, and preferably in the eye line of the entrance. So you wouldn't want to put your bed away from a door where it would be hard to see if someone were to come in. You want to also choose a bedroom that's away from the front of the house or away from the street or street noise, because that'll ultimately give you better sleep, giving you a better mood. So here's something personal. When I go to stay with my parents at their house, there's 2 guest rooms. One is facing the street and the other is facing like a wooded backyard area. I always pick the bedroom that's facing the wooded backyard area, even though it's a little less private to the rest of the house, meaning like it doesn't have its own bathroom and things like that. I always pick that one because I don't like hearing the sound of cars going by. I don't know what it is, even in my own apartment. If I hear something from my neighbor, if I hear like street noise, my body physically tenses up. And again, that goes back to like a slight anxiety, but there's something about feeling like I'm in my own silent cocoon that's ultimately settling for me. And if I hear noise outside, it does evoke a little bit of anxiety and stress for me. So that's just an extreme example of feng shui and how you choose your bedroom. Again, the layout and design of your home can influence how you feel in a space. Like big open spaces can make you feel grounded and super inspired, while small spaces can make you feel really cozy and safe. The idea of feng shui is to have a space that helps your inner self harmonize with your surroundings. So we can take number 8 that deals with feng shui, furniture placement, and noise, and just make noise, number 9, its own category. Noise in your home can significantly impact your space, as we just previously spoke about. And you might be asking, like, how can it do this? Well, it can evoke anxiety, stress, anger, like annoyance. Like, who wants to hear loud noises all the time? So I've lived in several places. I've moved around so much. But when I've lived in cities, like I've lived in New York for a little while, I lived in Los Angeles for a little while, and like Hollywood, like right in the midst of Hollywood, and it's so loud. There's constantly noises everywhere, you know, horns, people beeping at each other, people yelling at each other out the window, helicopters. There's so much, even neighbors, because you know it's a packed city, so there's people everywhere. Even if you like that kind of thing, it can have a long-term effect on your peace. If you do live in a city, I do recommend that you just take trips outside the city occasionally, like maybe once a month or once every few months. It will have a positive impact on your health, whether you realize it or not. It's not healthy to constantly be surrounded by so much constant movement and noise. For me, I do like a much quieter space. I could go live off in a cabin somewhere and, you know, I need like, I can't camp. Like I don't even know if I could glamp, but what I'm saying is I could live very isolated and be happy, because I like the silence and it definitely improves my mood, and you just want to be aware of that. Some things you can do if you do live in a noisy space. One thing that I used to offer for my Airbnb rentals in Los Angeles were earplugs. You always have people traveling from all over the world and they're used to different noise levels, so for those who are coming from a more peaceful environment, I would provide earplugs. That way they could sleep with ease through the night and their mood would be good, and they would more likely leave a positive review. Another thing you can do is curtains. Curtains are really great for dampening sound. So that's just a couple of tips. You could also implement some white noise into your space, like a little mini waterfall, like water on rocks, fans, those kinds of things that drown out outside noises also really help. And we're already on 10. I can't believe we're already on 10, but that is actually using sustainable and healthy products in your home. So this isn't necessarily like a cosmetic thing. It can be, but it's more about the products you're using in your home and the health of your actual home and how that impacts your health. So for example, things like toxic household products, dust, tobacco smoke, asbestos, mold, lead, these things have a huge impact on your home and then ultimately impact your health, because you're living in it. You're living in it every day. So you want to make sure that you're extra aware and you're doing the steps to eliminate these things. So you want to keep an eye on your health, like things like itchy eyes, coughing, like excessive coughing, runny nose. At some point you want to look at your house and say, okay, are these just like allergies, or is there something in my home that's making me sick? You definitely want to seek professional help when it comes to mold and asbestos, lead, and a lot of the other things that I listed on this list. For just basic air quality, you could do something as simple as changing out the filter of your HVAC system, getting a plant, or even investing in an air humidifier. But yeah guys, that's it. Those are 10 things that you can do to your home to help improve your mood. I really enjoyed making this video. If you have any other content that you guys want to see, go ahead and leave it in the comments below. I love you all so much. You have no idea. I love connecting with you every week, and I will see you next weekend. Take care guys. Have a great week. Bye. Okay, you know how I go. Hey, yeah, yeah. Okay, you know how I go, and I'm always on my